So we shall go into Sokobond. Where am I? There I am. So I would love to be able to solve this hallway thing. That would finish off this level. I think we were kind of stuck on. That was one of the ones we were stuck on last time. Oh, right. I need to now update OBS again and actually save it this time so that it actually goes on to stream properly. It did not. Yes, it did. Awesome. Okay. Sokobond time. Let us go in. And so this is the weird one where, so what we want to do here, I think, is create triple bonds from each end to a C, while also somehow rotating things around so that we get one of the ends first, do a fun rotation in the middle of the field, and then get the other nitrogen. So we do this. Get our C's triple bonded up to start with, because we want C to be closed off when we do that. So we've got this. Unfortunately, we are now kind of stuck there. Oh, let's see here. This is something. No. That was almost something. What I want to do... Oh. Well, so the problem right now is I can't pull this over like I want it to. Maybe. Hang on. Right. Hang on. I can, at the moment, pull the end down. I don't want to pull the end down because then I am just completely stuck. If we increase this... Nope. Oh, I did the wrong thing there. Wait, wait, wait. Oh, we're so close. We're not quite where we need to be, though. So that's not going to give us anywhere. No. See, I want to be able to have my controlling carbon to the left of this nitrogen. And unfortunately, the way those are spaced out... Oh, I did the thing. I just completely redid everything. All right, we're going to leave that for now. And try some of these rotation things. Do we want to do rotation? No. Let's try to explore whatever this... Oh, I remember that. So this one is tough. We want the central nitrogen to hit each OH group, as well as the H by itself. So the goal should be something like this. Problem is now we're stuck and can't get that down. We could try something like this. Push that down. We've got this going. Unfortunately, we now can't do any of that together. And we're back where we started. We have to push this O and this H on the far side together somehow. And I'm not sure how. Wait a minute. What if... Well, no, if we do some... I was about to say, what if we do some really weird pushing? Where, I mean, if we did this, we could push the nitrogen all the way over into the corner with that oxygen. But now we're just kind of stuck. Completely. So this hydrogen has to either connect with the nitrogen right above it right here, or... Wait a minute. We do this. That leaves us kind of reverse from what we were to start with. Because with this hydrogen, we can't use... Oh. Can't use this hydrogen to get to the oxygen on the left at the moment. There's just absolutely no way. Hang on. Oh my god. Alright. Hearts. Oh, we just want to make methane. Okay. So... we're going to use our hydrogen to push the central hydrogen around a bit. Easy. Factory, what is this? Oh no. N2H4. So... Oh, this is rude, honestly. Nope, yeah, so that's stuck. So I don't think we can do this first. So if we do this, we can't go to the side. If we do this... Oh, actually, hang on. We might be able to... No, we can get one of them, but we can't get both. We do this, and then we're stuck. It's kind of suggesting we go around. if that's even viable. Actually, this might be. Or we can do that. No, no, okay. It's not necessarily a bad idea, though. Let's see what else we can do with this. Because what I want... Hang on. What do I want? Let's try... No, we're stuck. Because the instant we do this, we're locked into something like that, and yeah. So up as the first move is absolutely not correct. We can go left or right as the first move if we really want to. But then, hang on. Let's try to push this line and come back around. Oh, here we go, yeah. There we go. That's how you do it. We have a new Helium. Let's say we have a new area, but do we have a new element? We do. Doesn't react with anything. So we can use it to push other things around. Interesting. Let's try to finish up this dark yellow area first. Alright, so we need... need to be able to move... hang on. Now that really is only the first move that we can do. That's got to be what our first move is. So the thing is, we need one of these hydrogens to get on top of what we're dealing with. Which means we somehow need to get underneath. There we go. Okay, why is this being proposed as difficult? Okay, so what we need is for this, that the nitrogen has to reach one of the two sides of the hydrogen. So it needs to come on top of one of these other hydrogens. Because it needs to come up to the side unless no, I think we've got a lot of room beneath to move around. Oh, and we're starting with the hydrogen to move. Okay. So we can't touch one of these other hydrogens first. Now, do we make H2 or do we make the HN bond if I do this? HN bond, okay. I don't think that's what I wanted, because now I can't really get up in there. So, I think this is our first move. Now, if we do this, we're suddenly locked in and can't do anything. So this is our first move. We can't get that close, though. So I need to push this other hydrogen. I need to push one of these hydrogens out of the way. Question is how to get around. We've got so much space to work with. This, I feel, is not the answer, because if we try to get around this hydrogen at all, we get stuck. So I feel like this has to be the correct start. But I don't see how we get anywhere with that. And that can't be right. Oops. Feels like that does nothing, and now we're stuck. This one is so simple. And yet... because there's not a lot of options here. I want to start with this because we need to get this up, not this way, but up in this column, so that we can hit the other side. Because the other possibility is we do this and then try to get this moved up. But again, either way, this third hydrogen is stopping us from accessing the second one on the top row. Oh, excuse me. You know what? Let's pause on that. Let's see if we can get this chandelier. All right. What kind of crazy molecule are we making here? We've got C2H6O. So, oh, and we're pushing with the hydrogen. We're not pushing with the oxygen, which really further complicates things. Let's see here. I'm just trying to picture the moves in my head. Because if we come down to the side of the oxygens, I think we get to this point, and we have one carbon that is completely inaccessible. So then if we try this instead, I can either take the hydrogen to the side, go down and take it to the side, and then try to stack everything else. Then we end up pushing the leftmost hydrogen into a corner. So I don't think we do that. I think we do this. We still push that leftmost hydrogen into a corner. Because if we start with this, again, we can't really access those top hydrogens. So the real question is, how do we push these top hydrogens down to a spot where they are usable? Now I've locked myself into doing this. Can I... Nope, that one carbon is now blocked off and we can't use it properly. All right, what's the obvious thing that obviously doesn't work? Obvious thing that doesn't work is this. Actually, in lots of ways, that's just not going to work for anyone. So yeah, you have to come down on the side of this oxygen. Now the question is, how do you make those top two hydrogens match up to anything? Because, like, I guess there's that. Oh, wait. Oh my God, there we go. Ethanol! Everyone loves a little bit of ethanol in their system. Rosie! Oh no. How do we get ethane out of this mess? Alright, so here's obvious start. That's actually bad because once we hook up with any of this hydrogen or this hydrogen, we get 4 across and we can't go around anyone anymore. Yeah. We get there. So as fun as the beginning as that is not the answer. So we need to plan ahead here and think of excuse me. We need to try to keep our ethane in a 3x3 box as much as possible to begin with, so that we can move it around to the final spot as needed. If we start here, is this gonna be it? It is. There we go. First produced in 1834, but it was mistaken for methane. Kruskull. Why is... Oh, okay, hang on. So we need to make some OH bonds and then stick the H's on top of them. Okay, this shouldn't be too hard, I don't think. I say that and instantly lock myself out, because my initial thought was clearly wrong. Clearly wrong. Let's start instead with making this. There we go. Methane diol. Astrochemists want to search for signs of this substance in faraway stars. Creature! Oh, okay. So one of these hydrogens has to go on top of our compound. How do we pull that off? Now, obviously, the one that's going to be on top is going to be one of these two. So we need to find a way to push one of these two into the right spot. Oh, and there's the problem. We are now locked up top. All right, so let's maybe not hit that other one first. You can take the same idea, though. There we go. See methane in the atmosphere of planet 63 light years away. All right, so now we have to go back to the block, which apparently is a lot easier than I'm making it. It's a lot easier than I'm making it. How? I don't know. is if we do this... Oh, there we go. Yep, a lot easier than I was making it. We've finished that entire color block. All right, let's do some more fun with helium here. Oh, okay, so... that's not going to do what I want it to do. We need to, like... There. That should do that. Now we can do that, and I can do this. Are small enough to leak through glass. Pathways. So now the helium is pushing everyone else around. Okay. I am curious. Because I am confused. Because here's the thing I want to do. I would love to get the nitrogen attached to one of the hydrogens and then push them up into the upper level so that I can get underneath everything. And actually, hang on, I think I can somewhat do that now. If I do this... Oh, wait, Oh dear, hang on. Now I'm really wrong, because this hydrogen is now forever stuck on this wall, and this nitrogen is forever stuck on that wall. So that ain't the beginning I want it to be. Wait, let's try this, that. Okay, this works, this works. Because now I have the lever with that hydrogen to push it over. We didn't even need the top row. 3 doors. Okay. So the obvious thing what I want to do is maybe construct the methane up top. That, no. So yeah, here's the problem. You don't want to push any of our things up to the very top row, because then they're stuck there. And the only thing we could do after that would be to push other pieces around from side to side, and we would get... Actually, hang on, this might work. We push all this over. Now all we need to do is push these other people into place. Okay. It will never solidify however much this is cool. Okay, we can't get into the other area just yet. Apparently we need to open one more door first. So let's try freedom here. Oh, this is easy. Nice. Against the wall. Oh, oh yeah. So we had this problem earlier, just a moment ago. But here, let's first open up some freedom by moving this hydrogen there. Because I think the answer is something akin to this. Easy enough. Cloud. Oh, that is absolutely packed. Okay, we need to push a bunch of these heliums out of the way so that we can. It's largely symmetrical. We just need to make a good loop around the field. I feel like this is the start. Now we are stuck there. Okay, so we need. How much can we push like that? Okay, it's fine. If I start with this, we can do that. We're still stuck there. Interesting. Okay, so this is fun. I am very confused, but I am entertained. We can't get our first hydrogen to get close to the second hydrogen until the first hydrogen is bonded to an oxygen. And then we need some way to bring everything down. So this shouldn't be that hard. There's only like two options that I can follow through for my first two moves. Because yeah, if we push down right now, then we screw ourselves over with that. So we need to shunt as many of these wayward heliums out of the way. There we go. To cool the magnets in the Large Hadron Collider at CERN. Yes, indeed. Impasse. Okay. I feel like this is just a clockwise rotation of push, come over, get. Not quite. Okay, yeah, it's not as straightforward as I thought. Okay. Okay. Let's set up first. I feel like I'm playing with fire around here. We've got it. There we go. Fetch. So the goal, let's move those to start with. I feel like that's going to be necessary. And I think I just screwed up. Trying to space things out so I can see what I have to work with. There we go. Drill. Okay. This is actually quite rude. So I feel like the way, it's going to be the way out of this one. Because the issue is once we get caught on one of the walls, it's going to be very hard to get off the walls to get to the other hydrogens. Jeez. Yeah, I'm not seeing an easy way to create, wait. I might see something. Because what we want is little hooks that we can use to push things around. We need to go down as our very, very last option here. If we push that helium to the corner, I think we get... Well, now the bottom nitrogen is completely bonded, so hang on. We don't want the bottom nitrogen completely bonded. We need this top nitrogen to be the one that's still giving. So hang on. We need to do one more little thing here. So if I do this, this, this. Now there's no way to push this molecule to the right. Yes, there is. Oh my lord. Out of the way. Oh, that's just rude. Alright, so the question right now is how do we get our control helium up to wait a minute, we may not need... Oh, what was my idea and I just lost it. Yeah, let's not do that. Wait, that might still work. Oh, no, I can't get around now. Yeah, my thought was if I could get above the O, I could push it all the way down here. Oh, even that's not going to work because it would be stuck here instead of underneath here where it needs to be. Okay, so that ain't going to work. The idea then is we need to get the heliums on opposite sides of the O and just kind of push them in, I think. The problem with that is These are going to be in the way. Unless... No, hang on. Get you there for a hot second. So that I can really come all the way around. Now get you out of the way. Oh, there we go. Oh, and now I can't push the OH back up to the top like I wanted. Oh, it's so close. Yeah, this is wild. Let's come back to that in a moment. This is called planning. Gee, I wonder why. Because the thing is, we need to have push capability around everything. Let me try. Nope, now my planning's got busted. Push this down for a moment. And the planning is busted again. No, it's not. Watch this. Watch this. All right. We want to attempt... Oh, we're already past the 2-hour mark now. I'm going to do one more attempt at out of the way here, because this is wild. This really is just kind of wild. So yeah, my thought process of getting the OH lined up vertically to push up from one place to another does not work. Although, no, that doesn't work either. I was about to say if I push the H up to the top row and then push it to the side, but how do I get into the corner first to do that pushing? That doesn't work. I feel like I'd gotten so far on that last attempt here and then realized, oh, I was wall to wall with no connection. Because yeah, the helium's on the walls. Limit that space. Severely limit that space. I'd love to separate them out somehow, and I don't quite know how at the moment. So I want to get my control helium up into the top half of the map. But that is incredibly difficult to do. Unless we push something to the top wall, which we have agreed we don't want to do. Unless... Oops, not that, not that. Unfortunately, now we can't get behind that to push some of these other things around. Again, I feel like it's important to use the space that we have down here, but I'm not sure how. We had that great idea to begin with. We've got all the heliums in the corners right now, so we can't really move any of them around at this point. Yeah, I'm going to have to think on that one a little bit more. Anyway, nice end of the night, I think, with Sokobond. But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed. We're a little late now. I mean, I started late, so it figures I end a little late as well. Hope y'all enjoyed. Tomorrow we will be back. What did I say I was going to play with tomorrow? I'm going to play Bistro tomorrow. It's that new kind of furry cooking game, whatever. Oh, I forgot I have all of that showing. Meep. But yes, tomorrow will be Bistro. Should be fun. And then Isles of Sea and Sky on Thursday. Again, another Sokobond game, which should be nice. They're enjoyable, as from what I've learned. But that's it for tonight. Hope you all have enjoyed. I know I've said that like 3 or 4 times now. If you're watching the YouTube VOD, this is the time to do all the fun YouTube stuff. Hit like the video, subscribe and ring the bell if you want to see more like this. I have a link down in the description of my Ko-fi page if you want to support me for any reason. It is always appreciated. And with that, I will see y'all later. Bye.